this video take a look at discrete and continuous data. So in the last video we talked about qualitative versus quantitative. Qualitative is based on some quality or characteristic. Quantitative is based on some measurable numeric value. And within the realm of quantitative data, there are two types. There's discrete and there is also continuous. So discrete data is countable. So for instance, the number of pens I have on my desk right now would be an example of a discrete variable. In terms of versus continuous, which is measurable. So if I wanted to, let's say, look at the amount of ink in the pens, that would be something I would have to measure versus the number of pens, which would be something I would have to count. So example 2, we're going to determine whether each of the following is quantitative variable is discrete or continuous. So part A, the number of free throws made in a basketball game. Well, because we can only have 0 or a whole number value for the number of free throws made, it's a discrete variable. The time it takes to finish a book. Time is something we measure, so it is continuous, which time itself is also continuous. Water pressure from a fire hose. Well, any kind of pressure we look at is something we have to measure, like air pressure, water pressure, things like that. So as far as water pressure from a fire hose is concerned, that is also continuous. And then finally, the amount of money in a retirement account. Is this discrete or is this continuous? Well, I've heard of counting my money. I've never heard of measuring my money. And in fact, the amount of money in a retirement account is discrete. It's something that we count. It's not something that we measure. We don't need any, special equipment to like a pressure gauge to determine how much money we have in our retirement account. We can just count the money itself. So, all right, that about does it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.